Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm super excited because I am going to open up my very first Monster High Skullector doll. I have never purchased one of these before. You know, I just started collecting Monster High this year mostly, and while I've looked at Monster High dolls and the Skullector dolls, I've never put any money into collecting them before. But Mattel is now doing this thing where they are putting their Skullector dolls on Amazon, and it makes it so much easier to buy them retail, and I really, really wanted this doll in particular. So I bought one. I got her on pre-order and she was supposed to come on the 2nd and she came on the 3rd, which I can't complain. I got her and we are going to open her up now. I am really, really excited. Whoops, and it knocked my camera. I'm very excited. Like I said, I've never, ever had one of these before. And, see if we can get her out. There we go. These are all wrapped up super nice. Paper and everything. There she is. I got the corpsebride Skullector doll. I got Emily. This is such a fun box. I've never even touched one of these boxes before. So I am very excited. I think this is super cool. This almost looks like AI art. It probably is. But it's pretty fun. I kind of like this. But there, it looks like so AI. Like, it looks very cut and paste. And this is definitely, the doll picture is just cut and paste into this AI background, but meh. I mean, what you gonna do? You would think. I mean, in Mattel with their Skullector series. But this is what the box looks like. I probably will not keep the box because there's no real art. Like, this just, it's kind of fun, but I don't know if it's worth keeping. And you know, I like to open my dolls and my figures and not keep the boxes. So we are going to, how do we open this? Does it open this way? Because I've never had one of these before. I don't know how it works. It looks like it should open this way. There is some resistance. What about this side? Also resistance. How does this work? Oh! Oh! Look at that! Paper gets in the way. Ooh! Look at that! Oh, that's cool! That is very, very cool. I like that. That's neat. I didn't know they did it like that. Oh, and then it feels like these sides just kind of come right out. Very easy to take off the plastic. There she is. She looks, like, some angles she looks very close to her model in the movie, and then other angles her face looks a little different, but I know it's got like a Monster High spin to it. There she is. She's got the bone foot and then the flesh foot, I guess you can say. Oh, this is cool. I like her. I like her. This is fun. So this is a lace on top, but it's like a very, I don't know, some laces are kind of itchy to me. I have kind of a sensitivity to textiles. This is a very soft lace. And then we've got tulle underneath. And this tulle isn't too bad either to the touch. Neither is this. So like nothing, if you're like a textile sensitive person, you know, I like touching everything. hair feels pretty soft. It still doesn't feel like Rainbow High hair always feels so much better to me than nylon than whatever Mattel uses. It's like a thinner, I don't know, it's just not as fun to touch, but it's not bad. This back here, this is probably the roughest texture, is the veil. Got all of this. This is a very, like kind of soft rubbery plastic. Same with this. It's very, it does have a weird rubbery feel to it. But it's fun. And there's her earrings, or the, I forget if this thing has a name. I have this movie, but I haven't seen it in a couple years. I remember there's this one scene. It's my favorite scene in the movie, and I think it's when Victoria sees Victor and Emily, and it's like the part right before she like takes him down to the underworld, and she runs back to her parents, and she's like, you know, wide-eyed and terrified, and she's like running to her parents, and her mom is like, where are your corsets? I don't know why, but you know, she's just like screaming about how like Victor's marrying this corpse, and the mom is just like, why aren't you wearing your corsets? And there's a very subtle, more adult humor in Corpse Bride like that that I really like. There's that scene, and then I also really like the scene where she's just kind of like dancing in the glen, and she's under the moonlight, and it's all ethereal, and there's this beautiful music playing, and then she suddenly just like her foot gets caught, and she like trips, and her foot comes off at the ankle, and she just like face plants. I like that scene too. It's a fun movie. It's no Nightmare Before Christmas, of course, but you know, I own it. It's a lot of fun. We are taking her out. And let's see just how well do they. There's lots of rubber bands, lots of plastic ties to keep her in the box. But this box art, give me a second, I'm going to take her out. Alright, so this is what the box art looks like. As you can see, it is very AI, very Photoshop. There's just like this one butterfly that they just like copied and pasted. This is really, it's really cheap art. It's not bad, but it's not, like I don't see any reason to keep this box. Because this background art is nothing special, but it is on theme with the movie. And then back behind here you will find there's like a Skullector card here. I don't really care. And then back here is the stand, this is the very first Monster High doll that I have ever purchased that came with a stand, which is very annoying. I don't know why they don't come with stands. Like, I know you get like the cheaper ones, but like there's a different, like the ones that the ones that come with like the closet and everything. There's so much plastic with those already, and they're more expensive. Like, why can't they come with a stand? They come with a thing that like you poke it into like the side of the closet, and then you can clip the doll to it, and so you get a stand that way. But like, nobody wants to keep those things. Why are there two? This is like the saddle stand, I believe. But then how does, I don't I don't know what this is. Yeah, you can tell this is my very first Skullector doll. Does it snap on down here? I don't know where else it snaps. Is this for her legs? There's like one big one and one small one. And then this looks like a saddle stand. We'll give it a shot. We'll see how that goes. And this doll comes with 3 different head ties. I wish that number was 0. These are the most annoying ones. And with how, like, there's so many other things that, like, keep this doll in place. You saw me cut a bunch. I cut a bunch off screen. There is no reason for any doll company to do the ones in the head. It's annoying. I got one off, but they're in there kind of tight. Like, I don't want to go under the plastic and cut. I've done that before with the Rainbow High doll, and I ended up cutting the hair. So we do want to cut it over the plastic. I'm getting there. Really, freeing the doll is like the least enjoyable part of owning a doll. Why did they gotta make it so hard to get them out? Okay, there she goes. And while I was doing that, this fell forward. And it looks pretty good, actually. So you can do it forward with the veil. You can do it behind with the veil. The hair is pretty soft, but it feels like it needs to be washed. It feels like it's got a little bit of like a residue or something on it. It is soft though. It feels like, I don't know, like saran or something. It's not the worst, but it's not my favorite thing to touch. But there's her face. She's so pretty. This is such a fun doll. This would have been cool if it was molded in. This is just paint. But if this part was actually molded into the face, that I think would have been cooler. But she has the one flesh arm and then the one bone arm, and then the bone arms has her ring. This, I don't believe, was part of her dress in the movie. And this, oh, I thought it was coming off, but it just hangs low on her belt. This, however, is molded in. We can get up really close. That's kind of cool. These are like 2 different pieces almost. I don't think this is painted. I don't think the bones are painted. I think these are 2 different pieces that were then attached together. So that's pretty cool. She does not have any type of chest joint. She is solid one piece. I'm not sure if that's common. The G3 dolls, all my G3 Monster High dolls have the chest joint. So I think that's interesting. I don't know if that's common for the Skullector dolls to have the chest joint, or maybe they just forgoed the chest joint with this one because she has this molding on her side. But she's fun. I like her. I like all of this. I like touching this, actually. It's kind of a fun plastic texture. But there is... There's her... I don't even know what you would call this. A belt, I guess. Here's the one shoe with the rose. It's kind of a fun sculpt. I don't know why these shoes don't match, though. I don't know why this one's missing the rose, or if it's just because, like, she is asymmetrical because she's got, like, one bone leg and one bone arm. Oh, and this is the dog, apparently. I don't know if that was necessary. I think the shoes should have been the same, but that's fine, I guess, if that's the dog. But okay, so this feels so weird to me. I've never had like a saddle stand. But let's see how well. Maybe it's backwards. Maybe the stand should go... No, the stand looks backwards now. If I do it this way, yeah. So the stand is like the short part in the front. I can kind of understand the saddle stand because with some of the Rainbow High dolls I have, like the stands, if they've got like a jacket, then the stands kind of like get in the way of the jacket and it kind of ruins the look a little. She is not, is she gonna stand? There she goes, kind of. I think, where's that other piece? I have a feeling this is for something. Let me take a look because she keeps tipping and I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I can't figure it out. I might have to watch some other people's videos to figure out how this works. Because, once again, if we put her on the saddle stand, she is a little top heavy. Oh, there she goes. I'll raise this. You can kind of... I don't know how to... see if we lower the camera and then you'll see my part of my office. But there she goes. There she goes. She's standing okay. I think she'll be alright. Yeah. Okay, we figured it out. She's standing fine. I'm not sure what this... I still have this other piece. I don't know what to do with her. But there she is. Yeah, I think I'll put her on display, especially since Halloween is coming up. And I don't think I'm going to keep the box. It was kind of cool, just the presentation, but like I said, the box art isn't great, and I don't think it's worth keeping. So we will just keep this gorgeous doll. I'm very happy with her. She is fun. I love her. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye.